is like essentially to explain why I put the option that you exchange hits, because that's one of the options that you have in Powered by the Apocalypse games, that when you attack and it's like partial success, you basically exchange hits. However, if you think that this would be better, that the enemy just gets a roll to see if he can hit you, that this is the element of risk, and the move it should be changed that way, then I can definitely consider this.
Well,
But
I know personally I would definitely take the option of the risk, other than
yeah, instead of
accepting
automatic
the damage.
hit. Okay.
Mhm.
Sure, I'll
Because I
definitely.
think that's how it is for melee.
Uh, mm, Let me see. Because I think in melee it also says that. Yeah, you also exchange hits. The difference in melee is that the melee has shock damage. However, heroic campaigns do not have shock damage. Anyways, yeah, I'll definitely like consider changing that. Yeah, sadly, the elites have like 16 AC, so that's a miss. However, you have your Frey die. Ivo?
I was responding to. 4.
Okay, that's sadly, that's still 1 point. Are you targeting with the Frey die the one that's was injured
I
before?
will. Yes.
Okay. So it's like, how the fuck they are? He must be psionic. He's like getting really damaged. Okay, Pichuk. All right, sorry, because that was your Frey die. It was your attack. Oh, you still wanted to like keep your cover, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's still like half cover. Actually, no, sorry, he would not scream that he's a psionic. It's like, where the fuck these hits are coming from? Pichugin will spend his move action to make a skill check, as he's trying to notice and understand with what he's fighting and understand his enemies. Because he's a specialist notice, he rolls with 3d6 drop 1 and he adds +3.
Since it's mattered twice,
That's
here's the gif of when they shoot me.
yeah. I'd say in this situation that's not enough. Yeah, I should have said that the DC for that would be 10. So I'd say he's gonna spend. He's like really focusing on analyzing the situation and combat. So he will try to spend. He's spending his main action to basically continue doing observations, moving from around the battlefield. He needs to roll a 10 or higher to figure out that between the two of you, Ivo is the psionic. Okay. Even with night vision goggles, with how the chaotic combat is going, and the many things he needs to keep track of, he's so far unable to determine which is the more threatening target. So for now, he hit Ivo with the Frey die first, so he's gonna hit Wedge with the Frey die now. And I believe that his Frey die was d6. Okay, Wedge, you get 3 points of damage. As beams of laser fire get uncomfortably close near you, despite the fact that you found like a pretty solid cover.
Alright, so 3 damage.
Yep. That's
Right.
inflicted straight. Okay, Wedge, it is your turn.
Alright, so Leaning out from his cover, he's going to aim another shot at one of the mooks
Okay.
and fire his weapons. He's going to fire his semi-automatic pistol.
All right. Make a roll. This AC of 16.
Just waiting for. Nope.
How long's the round?
Huh. Actually, fuck it. I might change the option as now. You exchange hits.
Well, it's not a bad option. Just I personally will never take it.
How to? Yeah, I will like reward it. So essentially, you can decide that you hit the enemy, but the enemy gets a free attack roll to see if he can hit you.
Yeah, I'm going to use that.
If you wanted, I'd even be fine with it if it was like half damage or something. If that sounds more balanced.
Not necessarily, because this option is still very risky if you wanted to use it against the Nemesis, because Nemesis still inflicts damage straight. So
True.
they get an attack of a free attack roll. Assuming they survive the damage in the first place. Okay, so you pick the option that you hit, but the enemy gets a free attack roll. Which?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which one have you targeted? Which one should be damaged?
The mook in the middle.
Okay. Just saying, if you decided to like hit, this one has like it has already been damaged.
Oh yes. Well, in that case, I'll hit him.
Yeah, so you like pop out, fire. He thinks he has a chance, but you like fire several bullets from submachine gun, and as he's like leaning to like get you, fucker, then he's nailed and like fuck, and then falls backwards. He had like 1 hit point remaining.
I'd say it's still fair if he gets an attack though,
Mm,
because that's the price of doing it. If that makes sense. Like you're risking yourself to get shot by shooting him.
yeah, that makes sense. So in his like just before death, he might try.
Just basically the idea of
Even
if you only use
if-
it to target people who are almost down, that kind of takes away the point of having the
Yeah,
risk.
that's fair. But the enemy gets a free attack roll, even if your attack.
I'd almost say before your attack to make it, but either works.
Even if your attack will kill them. essentially this is like both attacks are resolved at the same time, so I'm just gonna write
Yeah.
it that even if your attack kills them, that's melee, and even if your attack kills them. So it's like more figuring out like more of a chess fight. Okay, so heroes, you still benefit from cover because that goes away. Wait, move action, cover. That goes away at the
End of your next turn.
end of your next turn. Okay. No, sorry, cover. The effect lasts until the start of your next turn.
Oh,
So the question was, would Wedge be still looking for cover before taking a shot? Because I don't think that would work. Anyways, okay, so this one it says he still only fires with +2 instead of +4 because he didn't get. Actually, whatever. Let's roll with. Yeah, because of the shotgun distance, it doesn't make sense fluff-wise for me to. Okay, Simon, Wedge, what's your AC?
With the new armor that I got, 17.
Okay, so 20 hits you. However, this damage is not inflicted straight, so let's see. In fact, you take only you only take 2 points of damage
Gotcha.
because 1 is nothing and 4 and 3 are 1 point. Okay, and what's your move action?
Let's see. Duck back into cover.
Okay, make another DC 8 check.
2. Just waiting for the dice to roll. Which is going to take a while. Nope.
Okay, so you get benefits from half cover.
Yep.
Okay. Elite Nemesis. He still has benefits of his positioning because you haven't like done something to like counter his positioning. So he's gonna use that. And actually, as a move action, try to also spot and figure out like, okay, who is like the worst target. And he also has specialist notice, so drop 1. They cannot get 10. Okay, he's not gonna waste it. He will use his attack action to try and hit. To try and hit. Okay, let's see. Wedge just killed one of his men, so he will target Wedge. And that's 8, 6. So he's rolling with +6. Actually, no, because that's -2, that's +2. So that's still 12, that's still a miss. However, he's gonna use his Frey die on Wedge. So Wedge, you take 5 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay, the elites seeing that one of their men has just been taken out. Now they will focus on this turn on like finding cover. So one of them got full cover, one of them got half cover. But there's nothing else they can do. Ivo.
I would go for a shot on the one with half cover.
Nice, that's a hit.
Finally.
Have you included the minus 2? I mean, okay, with minus 2 that's still a hit.
I did not include the minus 2, no.
That's still a hit. Okay, 7 translates to 2 points of damage, which is enough to
I'll be right back.
which is enough to heavily injure him, but
I'll use my Freight Eye on him.
alright, yep, he dies. So suddenly
And
this
then
enemy is barraged by the like invisible telekinetic force that, well, essentially how does it look like? How does this elite die?
So I'd imagine, like, since he's kind of in half cover, like the first shot, like, hits him and he stumbles out of cover from it, and then the Freight Eye shot is what takes him out.
Okay.
So just like a nice, solid, smart hit. And I would like to reposition to get a better firing position.
Okie dokie. The DC for you with your abilities and whatnot would be 8.
And I'm not using teleportation yet.
Still, just saying that.
I know. And with wisdom, nope.
Okay, that means you get minus 2 to AC until the start of your next turn. So I'm gonna mark that with the broken shield. Where was it? Oh, okay, there it is.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
How long is a round, by the way?
There's not exactly specified time, as in I assume it doesn't have to be like 6 seconds specifically. It's like up in the air, as I said. Like it doesn't have like a declared how long it is.
20 minutes.
Where do I have
I'd say
described
probably
it?
after about 2 minutes, I'd say detonate the second bomb.
Honestly, I mean, if you wanted, because as I said, this is like the entire like combat area is relatively large. There's like plenty of rooms, corridors that you can just move around and like taking potshots at each other and maneuver. And I mean, if Wedge wants to, like, and obviously you are in like a stressful situation, you are in combat, so you don't exactly have the luxury of like counting every second. So if you want to, like Wedge on his turn as a like a instant like action can like detonate the second bomb, which might help you, but we'll get to that. Okay, Pichugin, he continues trying to figure out like the like which one is the worst like target. So still DC 10, and he's gonna use his move action to do that. Okay, finally. So he definitely knows that Ivo is either, judging from the fact how he's observing how the fight is going, and the fact that one of his troops died seemingly from he didn't see like a plasma beam, so like he didn't see anything visible. So with that much observation, and he spent quite some time observing, he identifies Ivo as a psionic. However, let's see, that will be his knowledge check, because he's pretty high up, so he might actually be aware about Ivo and his like wanted status. And that would be DC of also 10. Okay. Okay. In this entire combat, both of you can make a note as a free action. You can make a notice checks to see which one of you will hear that.
Crit.
Okay. Okay, so Ivo, you hear. I mean, you see the Colonel Pichugin like pointing a finger towards your direction. High value target identified. Try to take him alive. Don't finish him off. And Wedge also hears that. Essentially, they do not have non-lethal weapons. However, heroic PCs like you automatically stabilize if they are brought down to 0 hit points. So essentially what they're saying, they will not try to finish Ivo off. They will want to like, if he's brought down, they will like try to capture him. And as a Frey die, trying to do just that, Frey die is used on Ivo. You take 3 points of damage. And that's Pichugin's turn. Actually, hold on. Did we go through elites? Oh, no, yeah, we did. Okay. Wedge.
Right. Aiming at Pichugin and firing.
Alright. He's wearing combat armor, powered armor, so that's AC 18.
Nope.
That's a miss. What you would want to do with this? Do you just miss, or you are using the regular weapons, so you have other options to pick from, should you so desire? Because this is
I'm gonna say that I hit, but it's overheats.
you say
Oh wait, that's
semi-auto.
wait, that's for energy weapons. The other one, my weapon jammed.
Okay, you could also pick an option to like that you have to reload if you want to. But I can, if you are sure with jump, then sure. Basically, I just like die fucker, and then like shooting, and then like the weapon jumps because it's like semi-auto pistol. They have a tendency to do that. Okay, so how to pick that? Okay, let's say this icon will be like that the weapon is jumped, or maybe this one. That your weapon is, it's semi-auto pistol is jumped. Hope you like will remember that. However, you hit,
Yep.
which is 8, which translates into 2 points of damage to Pichugin. Pichugin is higher hit die than you, so you cannot, or rather Wedge cannot use his Frey die on him. Ivo can still use his Frey die because Psionics can use Frey die on anyone. However, if you want to use your Frey die, you can still like use it on elites. Alright, because you still have your Frey die to use and move action to make.
What was the Frey die?
Basically, Freyda is an automatic damage that you can apply to an enemy, assuming this is a lesser foe. So in your case, this is any enemy that has equal or lower hit die than you. You are level 3, so you can
Yep.
apply it to one of the elites.
Alright, so that's a normal d6 then.
Psionics have D4, Freyda, experts have D6, and warriors have D8. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so yeah.
Alright, 3 damage.
Okay, which one are you damaging?
The elite. The
Nemesis. Okay.
nemesis.
Okay, that's 1 point of damage.
The move action.
Do you detonate?
Yes.
Alright. Now the question is, mostly to the players. Have you wanted to set it up this, because this one is VATS, like the storage area, which means the boom can be pretty damn large if you want to, and you had good skill checks, so you can so desire. Essentially, I'm offering the choice like this. You can declare that the explosion is big enough that the effects come even here, and all of the people in the combat area, which means you and the remaining enemies, will have to make a saving throw of some kind. You, because you prepared this and like oh my god, prepared this so you get some benefits. If you fail, it's not like you will die, but we will be going over like Defying Doom. And Defying Doom, let me double check. Essentially, this is the most important fragment. So essentially, this is like a, you can turn this into a situation where what's the word? Kind of similar to this Zaid's Masani loyalty mission in Mass Effect 2, when this like the entire refinery was exploding. Mind you, you would only have to defy Doom if you fail the saving throw.
I'll leave the decision whether or not to make it big up to Simon.
I mean, the bigger it is, the larger the spark of the rebellion.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Alright.
So,
I mean, what's more, to be fair, mathematically, it's pretty good bet to take now, because you are level 3, so you roll 3d4 for Defy Doom damage, if you fail. So it's like very low chance it will actually bring you to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you like click it, there's this like this massive explosion, and the entire place shakes in its foundation. Like, first it's coming from like distance away, but this echo rapidly increases in volume. It gets louder and louder, and because this was like a storage area, you hear like secondary or tertiary explosions as the like pipe starts like and there's like, get down! And you can make evasion. No, sorry. Saving throw. I would mostly expect evasion. However, if it makes sense in fiction and if you can sell me on the idea, I can accept other saving throws.
Where's the evasion?
It's up at the top.
Yeah, top.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
it's
Oh,
right
yeah.
next to the quick menus.
I kind of
Trying to think
forgot
of a way
about
that I-
those.
Trying to think of a way that I could describe physical. Just that I'm tough enough to. I'm a tough enough dude to.
Yeah, just the psionic armor.
Yeah. I mean, I do use psionics off Constitution, so it could just be related to my telekinetic armor, helping defend me.
Okay.
And I will use this. And roll another 5. Wonderful.
The die have spoken.
Yes, it has.
However, you have enough hit points that it really.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
The die has spoken. You are the weakest link.
Okay, 3d4. That's still only 3 points of damage, but still.
It's only 3 points of damage? Okay.
Actually, wait. I need to let me double check because I thought this is not induced straight. Give me a moment. Per rolling the damage and applying immediately.
I would argue since it says d4 damage, but I don't know if this is from heroes or not. Like, if this is... We get this for being hero, I'd say yes, it is 12 damage. If that's just a thing that happens, then it's probably reduced.
Give me a moment. I'm trying to read through... because the fragment says that rolling the damage and applying it immediately. If they said applying it straight immediately, then sure, I would have absolutely no worries. Also, like, remember, basically by default, if you are playing normal heroic level campaign, heroic PCs get half of their hit points always. So like level 1 heroic PC would have, let's say, like, instead of Wedge having 6 hit points, regular Wedge, like heroic PC Wedge, would have 3 hit points. Say so they're going to this in one step. I mean, if you are fine with that, we can decide that the Defy Doom damage is inflicted straight.
I'm leaving the decision up to you. I was just giving my input. I'd be perfectly happy with only 3 damage, but that seems to be against the idea of it.
Yeah. As I said, because normally, like, Ivo, if we played with not full hit point rule, but like vanilla rule where you had like only half hit points per level, so you wouldn't have 30 hit points, but oh my god, 15? Essentially,
Give or take.
Essentially, I would imagine like half of what you have now. So that would probably hurt more. But here, yeah, I mean, the fact that you're also like biopsionic, I'd say okay, let's go with like full.
See.
So take 12.
However,
I also have to roll for the enemies because they might be fucked. As the entire place just lights up like a Christmas tree. Okay, the Mook.
Fire no.
The Mook. Oh, right, because I said because of your preparation you do get bonuses. However, you would not have +6 bonus to equal. I was thinking
That's
more.
fair.
I was thinking more along the lines of like +2, maybe +3. However, the Mooks, they are not fun. I'd say the Mook has to roll with -3. And he's, if not for that -3, he would have made it. Which means that yeah, normally I would not be using that. However, this is not really defying Doom. This is mostly me figuring out I might as well use the rule for damaging them similarly to you. So that's applied straight to the Mook guy. He dies. He's freaking obliterated. His body, armor, and bones are reduced to ash as they are engulfed in like fiery conflagration, as one of the pipes near him just erupts with a blaze of ultra hot fire. And for the elite nemesis, let's say he gets -2, not -3, because they are slightly higher on the rank. Okay, that's also a fail, but he's also level 3 or 3 hit die. That's 5. He gets badly burned, but he's not dead yet. He's exactly at half his hit points. As for the colonel, he rolls with -1. However, he needs to get 12 or higher. Okay, he manages to endure, or maybe just like in the last possible moment his honed reflexes and abilities cause him to like jump from the out of the way for the most dangerous stuff, and because of his
He's grabbing a book as a shield.
maybe that, and if any other like scratches are, he doesn't get damage because he also like wears power armor, so his power armor manages to withstand the fiery thing. Okay, so did that. You do not get the benefit of half cover anymore. However, seeing how the situation escalated, and yeah, there's suddenly a lot of more smoke, fire, plenty of rooms and sections of this place have turned into molten slag, and there is like a faint, very very faint echo of sirens as the entire place is like burning and slowly, okay, maybe not falling apart, but you hear like the metal groaning, something falling down. So I need to make a morale check for this guy, seeing what just happened to him, even when Colonel is with him. And he needs to roll. Because of the Colonel is here, this is still a flat 2d6. However, the DC is 10. Okay, he's gonna stick it to the end. However, because he had to like put portion of himself out of fire, and he like had to psych himself up to keep on fighting, that's his move action. Because of what you did, he also loses his advantageous position, so he doesn't get +2 benefit to hit you. So he only gets like 1 attack and a fray die. So Actually, no, he has to like make a main action to actually notice you, and he needs to make a DC 10. Okay. So he manages to spot you as he's moving around. So Ivo, you get 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And elites are dead. Mind you, because of the situation, I don't know, because I've thought about it, and to main actions I've added one more thing. It's called escape. It's directly under fighting withdrawal, because I figure out the melee attackers have like normal action to disengage, but in fluff, like you start escaping, but the enemy has range weapons. So how to like frame this as in you like avoid fire? So that's when the escape mechanic comes in. And because of the second explosion and what happened, I would decide that fluff-wise there is a way out. Not without risk, but if you want to do this, you may attempt to escape. Or you may attempt to try to finish them off and weather the storm. So, Ivo, it's your turn.
I need a minute.
Okay.
Hopefully my teacher accepts my homework being just under 10 minutes late.
Oh. Yeah, also that's the question, like for how long more do you can
I'm
still
good.
go? Because I'm not sure if I'm not sure if we can like finish this fight here, or will you want to stop in the next several minutes? So
I am going to, I guess technically, so alright, I'm not trying to escape, but I'm going to try to I'm going to activate teleport and find an office I could just teleport to within 10 meters and just basically be okay for now. Not being shot at currently. Because yes, you said it was 4 more damage?
yep.
I need to heal. I'm at 6. So this would be 2d6 plus 2. And it does not use effort, but it does use system strain.
Correct. And the healing is converted, as in we'll see what you will roll. However, that bonus, that plus 2, you can add to something. So it will be 5 and 3, which is converted to... Oh, it doesn't make a difference. Because 5 is still 1 point. Okay, so you heal 2 points of damage.
And that is...
At least that's how it's described in how the healing works. Basically, it is also converted, just like the damage is converted.
So why is their Frayed Eye not converted?
Because they are nemesis. That's why.
Everything else is what throws me off.
That's why they are so dangerous. Let me check. Let me quote the.
Yeah, that's a main action, so.
I could, yeah, that's the fragment. And as for the healing, yeah, that's this fragment.
Okay. Yeah, that is a main action, so. So that was main action and move action, so that's my turn.
To be fair, you didn't move that far.
No, but teleporting is a move action.
That's fair.
Technically, it's a main action, but I have this guy.
Yeah. It's like, it's fine. Okay, what would Pichugin decide? His entire facility, on one hand, his entire facility that he was supposed to be protecting just is going up in flames. So he might be brought responsible for this. On the other,
The revolution is the only way to live.
yeah, on the other, he might be thinking that if he gets Ivo a high value target to his bosses, they might spare him and even give him a promotion. However, would he think of that? Let's see about his morale check. Because this explosion that happened is freaking large. And his DC is 10. And it's flat. Okay. So he might either not comprehend, not be fully certain, and he might play it safe for keeps, as he's like, come in, everybody's coming in, and he's like shouting, and you can hear it. Fuck. You with me. We are moving out. We need to send a message. Yes, Lieutenant Colonel. And they will attempt, or rather, yeah, Pichugin will attempt to escape. And he decides that... Also, you see that his power armor has stuff like grappling hooks, gecko anchors, so he has some movement.
I'm just imagining him zipping around like in Just Cause.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying. He will risk it. He'll make a evasion saving throw. He only needs to get 12, so, and he rolls flat d20. Okay.
Ooh,
So he manages to evacuate. That still leaves the other elite, and it's Wedge's turn.
Alright, so let's see, how much damage did I take from the explosion?
I think you succeeded, so you took none.
Alright. Good, so with the name character out of the way, do I still have a shot against the elite?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. I just remembered that I still have my laser rifle, so if I manage to
you can switch weapons.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to fire with my rifle.
Okay. By the way, Zach, I'm warning about one thing because if you were thinking that the healing is also resolved straight, not converted, and with that in mind, you thought you were fine with the Defy Doom damage being involved straight. Sorry for the confusion, and we might do a small retcon that the Defy Doom damage was actually not involved straight.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking, that maybe that's where the confusion came from, that you were sure or thinking that the healing is also resolved straight, but it's converted. So it wouldn't be 12 damage, it would have been 3 points of damage during that explosion. So you should have a little bit more HP.
Yep. I am doing slightly better.
Yeah. Okay, 17 that hits, 9 points of damage is converted to... oh my god, where is it? Oh, that's still 2 points of damage. Okay, he's injured even more, however he's still standing, and you still have your Frey die.
Alright, 6.
Okay, 6, that's another 2 points of damage. He's extremely injured. However, with his last remaining strength, seeing that, well, he received the order, or rather, yeah, do you still have a move action left, Wedge?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to try to do anything with it?
Can I try tackling him?
No.
Alright.
That doesn't fall under a move action. That would have been something along the lines of forced movement, which is a main action. And sadly, you can only exchange, you can only turn main action into a move action, not the other way around. Unless you have specific foci for this. However, I would be fine if you, for example, used your move action as a skill check to try to unjam your submachine gun or submachine pistol or.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's a fixed right.
Yeah, you can make that.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to do a fixed check, and I'm guessing it's dexterity.
Yeah. DC of, yeah, more than enough. Okay. Okay, so Elite 1 will also take a gamble and make a saving throw. However, he gets minus 2 because of his damage, and the entire situation, your advantage, and he needs to get a 14 or higher. Okay. You try to shoot at him and finish him off, but he also manages to escape. So with the 2 remaining enemies retreating and the entire facility being in flames, obviously you can still set the last explosive device to ensure that this entire delivery system is also blown up sky high. But yeah, you can hear sirens. Actually, you can make a notice check. Both of you can make one skill check. We are out of combat now.
Notice. Go. $11.
Okay. Yeah, you hear sounds of firefight, explosions, loud shouts, like an entire mob being in frenzy, facility burning, pieces of equipment, infrastructure falling down from the ceiling, from the walls, metal groaning. Yeah. Setting the bomb at the storage area where like the volatile chemicals were was a good idea, and it made a powerful explosion that ripped most of the facility apart. However, there's still like this section of deployment left, and you are aware that you are well tight on time because, well, the other guys started running away. And actually, as you are finishing your things here with setting up the explosion, let me see if the arrival of Pichugin will turn the tide, because the facility already took some heavy casualties and security took some massive damage. So with the arrival of Pichugin, they get that much. Okay. However, because it was so the combat was going so well, your guys get like a snowball effect, and obviously during this entire situation, the what's the word I'm looking for? The destructions you have made and the facility being like on fire, and like this entire like ignition of revolution across different areas in the Undercity, patrols being attacked, like this whole pandemonium being kickstarted. They also get like 3d6 plus 3 and see which one is better. Okay. Let's see. Do I still have his... Okay. You might find out about it or might not. But information to the players, the elite nemesis that ran away, when they like joined the pandemonium on the outside, they got fucked. Because the tide of battle was definitely... It was getting close, but it's still in the revolutionary like favor. As for Pichugin... Wait, I actually should have rolled this 6 now for them, because they were... Actually... no. This one is the dead either way. But Pichugin didn't have to roll before, so that would still be d4 for him. However, he has that much. So that's 1, 1... No, 1, no, no. So that's only 1, 2, 3. So he's getting some scratches, but he is still alive. Okay, what are you doing? What are your reactions? What do you say? The ball is now in your court.
Alright, so did we meet up?
Sin Wedge and Ivo, sure, you can be like regrouped together. Or do you mean like regrouped with the other NPCs, allies, revolutionaries?
As
Yeah.
it stands, I'm not doing too well, so I say we scrap the, I distract the super team, because they're probably coming down looking for me anyways, given that guy noticed me.
Which might be a problem.
Yes. I suggest we fuck off.
Then
And go
fuck
down
off
and
we
help-
shall.
and go down and start helping our revolution. So is the chemical facility in the Undercity?
I think it was near the border between the Undercity and one of the
Yes, Simon is correct. Technically, it was within the upper city or like the middle area, administrative area, but it was close enough to the border, to the Undercity, to the like lower city, that it was like at the border area, just like Simon is saying, because it was like a good place so that they could deliver the chemicals.
How
Like,
far down is it to the Undercity then?
Saying in the number of like how long would it take to get
Or
down to
how,
your
distance-wise, how far can I get with 10 kilometers straight?
well, I mean the border to the Undercity, it's less than, I think it's within 1 kilometer.
So
Easily.
I'm just going to wrap my arm around Wedge and tell him to clench his teeth. And I will start heading to our main resistance base that we were using. And I can jump 10 kilometers at a time. So,
Easily doable.
yeah.
I mean, you could have just asked me, hey, I want to go there, is it within my range? And I would say yes.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
you can, like, without a problem. So after, I imagine, you set up the last explosive device just to ensure that the delivery system is completely fucked.
Mhm.
To increase the
First,
damage.
just to make sure we're in range, I would move us away from the bomb, detonate it, and then move us down to our base.
I mean, with the fix check, I would say, and with the knowledge that Wedge has, I would say it is possible to quickly change the detonation mechanism, and you can just like implant a simple timer instead of just having
That's
to
fair.
detonate it remotely.
Fix check.
fix check.
DC of 7.
Hold on, I believe I took a foci. Oh yeah, false circuitry plus 1 bonus when implementing kill or fail switches on weapons, armor, or tools.
That doesn't qualify here. It's mostly like you have your thing and you want to prevent anybody from using it. This is more of a like I quickly adjust my bomb to make it so it explodes on timer.
Alright.
Still, you didn't need that plus 1 bonus from false secretary. Yeah, no problem. It only takes you a few more moments. And before anyone is wiser, both of you pop out of the existence, and you are brought back to the something that you call main revolutionary base.
Like, main base in the sense that this is like where we did our planning for this attack on the factory.
It doesn't look as grand. Nothing does in the other city, but I would say that there are some. I mean, if you want to, there might be some people running around. Like this entire place can be a bus hive of activity. The like makeshift radios that you have prepared, or one of the NPCs prepared during those few weeks, are like also
Everyone
like
is confused why I said leave this room empty.
right. So you can like hearing that from the other room as like people are saying that. Yeah, people is going frenzy. Like we are kicking their asses. Like basically for now, seems like it seems like yeah, the spark has been ignited, And like one of the guys, like more of a tougher voice. Don't celebrate too soon. Remember, they may bring guests from up above.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Agent Orange.
Before we end for the day, Simon, how hurt are you?
Yeah. Hmm?
How hurt are you?
I'm half hit points, so 9.
How much system strain do you have?
0.
It counts down.
Oh, 12 then. I don't know what system strain is.
I'll put that 2 on. Well, does 1 do anything?
1 is nothing, and let me double check. If you put 2 to 5 and make 7, essentially this no matter where you put that +2, it makes mechanically no difference because 7 is converted to 2 points, and obviously 5 and 3 is also 1 point, so the end effect is.
So that is 2 hit points and 1 system strain on you.
And before you continue rolling, system strain essentially is the measure showing how much like forceful healing, like this one, as in from biopsionic, your body can withstand.
Okay.
It's also
So how much positive energy my body can take before I die of positive energy?
That's good comparison.
It's also how many cybernetics you can get. So adding in a cybernetic permanently reduces your system strain.
That's also true.
So the more you make yourself robotic, the less healing you can get too.
Okay. So 2 to
what
6.
does 6 give?
6 gives 2 points.
Does 8 give?
8 still gives 2 points. 2 points is between 6 and 9. So I think you should put those 2 on 5, so it's 6 and 7. So it's 4 points.
So that would make you. That'd be 6. That'd make you 3 down. Well, there you go. You're fine. So that'd be 3 system strain and you're healed. Now I get to do me. So that'd be 3 and 1.
The bonus, the +2, you only add to 1 die, not to both.
Well, 3 is 1, 4 is 4 and 5 would be 1, so that make that one 2.
Yeah.
What is 2? Is 2 0?
2 is 1. 2 is 1. 1 is 0. Sorry, got confused again.
Well, I've system strained to burn, so.
That's true enough.
Finally, the last one where I'd hear more than 2, I only need 2.
Okay, so you have 11 or 12?
I have 11 left.
Okay. Alright. So, I think the question is... yeah, do you want to go with the governor spire attack / sabotage / destruction, or
I would be fine with doing more. I'll leave it up to you two whether or not you want to.
I need to go now, so...
I mean, not this session, just asking if this is the end of the mini campaign, or are you want to go one more dealing with the governor and perhaps with the elite forces to see how this and carry the revolution for a few days?
I mean, I could go either way.
Okay, so the question. So, I don't know. Should I prepare then something?
Hmm?
Should I then prepare something? Because I'm not sure. I mean, I'm fine with doing something more,
I'm happy with playing more.
or I might just like during the week ask if. Well, I might like prefer, but the one like the attack on governor, like Spire, and maybe destroying it would be like definitely like the last part of this mini campaign. And honestly, considering how much shit might be thrown at you, and how difficult it might be if the main orbital forces will arrive, instead of free XP, you are getting 6. So for the final mini campaign session, hopefully you will be on level 4.
Huzzah.
Alright.
Okay, and if anybody needs to go, I won't be keeping you.
Alright,
Thanks for the session.
wait,
Yes.
real quick.
Yeah.
So you said we got 6, so that next time we're at level 4?
So this time, yeah, for the next session you are level 4.
Okay.
For the final session, I guess you are level 4.
I will make sure to do that at some point. And I go off
Yeah.
into the sunset of
Okay.
12:30 at night.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for playing, and hopefully maybe see ya next week.
Yep.